Hey everyone, welcome back to another Fusion tutorial. In today's video, we are going to go over a subscriber request. I got this photo in a message and they wanted to know how to create something like this. And at first it looks pretty complicated, and it's somewhat is, but it's almost like a sine wave here going around a circle. And then we've got two of them going in opposite directions. And it looks like, if you look right here, it looks like they have a cutaway out of the center and then a little ledge that this lip of the dog bowl sits on. And of course the letters here. So we're going to go over this today on how I would do it. And just like always, there's probably more than one way to do this, and maybe there's an easier way than what I'm going to show you. So if you know of an easier way, go ahead and leave that in the comments for us, and we can all learn. Okay, so what I'm going to do is first create a sketch on this bottom plane here, and I'm going to hit C for circle, and I'm just going to bring it out to like 125. Now I don't have the measurements for this dog bowl, so I'm just going to kind of make them up as I go. If you are going to make something like this, of course you'd need to get the measurements of your dog bowl and the height you want and all sorts of stuff. So okay, so that's all we need on this first sketch, and I'm going to finish sketch. And now we need a second sketch. I want a line that goes kind of perpendicular or in a different plane that bisects this line. So let's create another sketch on the front plane. I'm going to hit P for project, and I'm going to project the circle of the first sketch. So if I move out of this planar view here, here is our first sketch, and then that projection of that circle on this plane. And what that allows me to do is hit L for line and create a line here. And we can now use the midpoint tool and make sure that line is connected to that circle, just like that. And then I'm going to finish sketch. So we're going to jump over to the surface tab here, and I'm going to go to create, sweep, and we're going to sweep this line along this path. So we have now created a surface body, but we're going to create a little twist here. And so I'm going to do two twists. So I'm going to do 720 degrees, so 360 times 2. And by the way, you can put that in here, 360 times 2. So that way, if you want to do maybe times 3 or times 4, you could do that and hit OK. And what I'm doing here is I'm going to try to get that sine wave going around that cylinder or around that circle. So let's make one more surface body. So I'm going to make that first sketch visible again. I'm going to hit E for extrude, and it's automatically selecting that circle, which is fine. And I'm going to extrude it up just to go past my little swirls here. And we're going to make this symmetric so it goes both sides. New body selected, and hit OK. All right, there we are. Kind of a funky little fan. From here, what we're going to do is go back to the solid tab. You could do this from the surface tab, I guess, but I guess I always default to the solid tab. We're going to create another sketch. Doesn't matter what plane you choose. And we're going to go up to create, project include, and project to surface. This little window will pop up, and it wants us to select the face we want to project to, which is going to be this cylinder here. And the curves, I'm just going to make the top of the curve. So this curve right here, and then this curve right here. And if it's not looking like this, you can see the red line. That's going to be my new sketch. Make sure closest point is selected, and then hit OK. Now, if we finish the sketch and turn off our bodies and turn off that first sketch, we have that sine wave now. At least I don't know if I'm calling that right. Sine wave, I don't know, up and down wave that's kind of going around, looks like a potato chip, around that cylinder here. So the easiest thing to do from here is just to create a pipe. So we can just go up to create pipe, and we can select this and select this. Now, with a pipe, you can only go so large. When you're creating a pipe with kind of a sharp curve like this, You'll get an error if the pipe gets so big that it's intersecting itself. You're gonna see we're kind of starting to get a little crease here. So if I went up to probably like 60, we'll get an error because that pipe is too big and it's intersecting itself. So that's the one downfall of a pipe, but there are ways around that, but I'm not gonna get into that with this video. It involves creating a plane along a path and drawing a circle on that plane and then using the surface sweep to make the pipe. But for now, we're just going to leave it at that. So there is our half of it at least. So I'm going to select that body, hit Control C and then Control V to copy and paste it. And I want to rotate it, the second body, around the origin, around the center. So for now, I'm going to hit Cancel. I'm going to hit M for Move. And you'll probably be on Free Move, but I'm going to select Rotate. The body we want is one of these bodies, so I'll just select body 4. I'm going to make the origin visible so we can see our axes and planes, and we're going to select the blue axis here. And then I can rotate this 90 degrees and hit OK. And now we have pretty much what we're looking for. And let's just double check here. Let's turn this picture on. My piping might be a little bigger than this, but all you would have to do is go back into your pipe and make that smaller. I'm just going to leave it for now. Okay, back in Solid tab, we're going to combine these into one body. So you're going to select both bodies, make sure Join is selected, and click OK. So now you can see this is all one body. And now we just need to do a few cleanup things. So remember in that picture, it kind of had a ledge. First, there was a cutout in the center for that dog bowl to fit into. And then if this is 3D printing, you're not going to want to 3D print these rounded curves. You're going to want a flat bottom here. So let's go ahead and do both of those things. So offset plane, we'll select this bottom plane. And I'm going to drag this down until we're kind of at a good spot to cut away. So maybe like this will kind of be our overhang here that we're printing. So I'll just hit OK there. And we can modify split body. So this is the body we want to split. The splitting tool is going to be this plane. And we'll hit OK. Now you'll see we end up with a bunch more bodies, and we can turn those 4 off. And there's our flat surface to print on. Let's do another construction offset plane here. And let's go above this body. Hit OK. Draw a sketch on that plane. C for circle. And let's just drag this out. This will be the first circle, will kind of be the cutaway for the body of your dog bowl. And we'll draw another circle that is kind of like a ledge for the rim to sit on. I'm just, again, making up numbers. Finish sketch. Now I've done this model on a few computers now, and at first this computer was giving me some trouble. I was getting some weird artifacting and some funkiness going on at this next step. I think it was maybe like a driver issue. I don't really know, but it didn't happen on my other computers, which I think means my method is right. There was just something about this computer I'm working on that it didn't like it. So you're basically just going to select that profile, hit E for extrude, and cut away here. And it looks like it is working this time. The last time I did this, I was left with just like a bunch of weird artifacting surfaces in here. It was really weird. So there's our cutout for the bowl. Let's turn that sketch back on. We can hit E for extrude, and then just kind of extrude it down until it starts cutting in. Again, I'm going through this pretty quickly because I don't have any of the measurements. I'm just making this up as I go. But there's your round ledge for the dog bowl to sit on. And I think the only thing left to do is the name on it. So let's do another offset plane. Let's get back to the front. We'll select this one and drag it out to the front. Hit OK. Draw a sketch on that surface. Create text, and I'm not gonna get too precise about this. Let's just make it as even as we can. Something like that. Let's type in Gus, because that's the name of my dog. You might have it like this, so you just switch it to align center, align middle, and then pick your font and your font size, hit OK, and then finish sketch. And now we can just use the emboss tool. So create, emboss, select your text, select your face, make sure the settings are how you want it. 1 millimeter deboss is fine with me, so I'm going to hit OK. All right, and there you have it. There is our really, really unique dog bowl holder. And if we bring this picture back up, I think we did pretty good. All right, I think that is it for today. If you have any other video ideas or any other questions, leave them down in the comments. If you have a better way of doing something than what I showed in this video, leave that in the comments as well so we can all learn. And I will see you on the next video.